Have you ever wondered what truly proves who you are? Hey, is it a name on a plastic card or a face in a photograph? I once thought I knew the answer until a simple, lost wallet on a rattling train taught me a lesson that reshaped my very soul. My name is Arthur, and for 20 years, my world was the steady rhythm of wheels on steel. As a ticket inspector, I saw life in fleeting glances, a sea of anonymous faces on their way from one place to another. My days were a blur of clipped tickets and polite inquiries. But one Tuesday afternoon, that routine was broken. Tucked into the worn fabric of an empty seat, I found a wallet. It was old, the dark leather softened and creased by a lifetime of use. I opened it, expecting to find a driver's license, a name, a way to return it to its owner. But there was nothing. No cards, no identification, just a thick wad of cash and, in the clear plastic sleeve where a photo should be, a small, faded print of a serene, smiling face, a depiction of God that felt both ancient and ever-present. I took the wallet to the station's lost and found, puzzled by its contents. An hour later, a frail, elderly man with eyes as clear as a winter sky approached my counter. He introduced himself as Samuel and described the lost wallet perfectly, right down to the amount of cash inside. I was still hesitant. "Sir," I said gently, "there's no identification in it. How can I be certain it's yours?" A soft smile touched his lips. "The identification is there, young man," he replied, his voice calm and steady. "It's the most important one of all. It's the picture." He pointed a trembling finger towards the wallet on the counter. I looked at him, confused, and he seemed to understand. He leaned forward slightly, as if sharing a sacred secret. "That wallet," he began, "tells the story of my entire life. When I was a boy, my father gave it to me. In that very sleeve, I placed a small picture of my parents. Every time I felt lost or afraid, I would look at their faces and find my strength. As I grew into a young man," he continued, his eyes gazing at a distant memory, "I became proud and full of ambition. I thought the world was mine to conquer. I replaced my parents' picture with one of my own, a handsome portrait from my graduation. I wanted the world to see me. That wallet was a symbol of my identity, my success." His expression softened further. "Then I met the love of my life, my dear Eleanor. Her smile was the only thing I wanted to see. My picture came out, and hers went in. For 30 wonderful years, every time I opened that wallet, her face was there to greet me. She was my world." He paused, taking a slow breath. "And then we were blessed with a son, a bright, beautiful boy. As he grew, his school photograph took his mother's place. All my hopes, all my dreams were now pinned on him. He was my future." Tears welled in Samuel's clear eyes, but his voice remained steady. "But life, as it does, moves on. My parents passed into memory. My beautiful Eleanor was taken from me by illness. My son grew up, built his own life in a city far away, with a family of his own to care for. He is a good man, but he is busy." The calls became less frequent. The wallet, once a source of comfort, began to feel empty. Everyone whose picture I had ever carried was gone. One day, I looked at the empty sleeve and realized something profound. Through all those years, through every joy and every sorrow, there was one presence that had never left my side, one love that never faded, one companion who was always listening, even in my deepest silence. He looked directly at me, his gaze piercing through my professional veneer. So I placed that picture in my wallet, the picture of God. My parents gave me life. I built a life for myself. My wife was my life. My son was my life's purpose. But when all of that changed, he was the only one who remained. He is my eternal identity." I stood there, speechless, the hum of the station fading into the background. I slid the wallet across the counter into his waiting hands. He nodded gratefully and said, "Remember this, son. Everything we cherish in this world, our youth, our loved ones, our very identities, like a photograph that will one day fade. But if you keep God in your heart through every stage, you will find that you carry the one picture that never grows old, and you will never, ever be truly alone. As he walked away, I was no longer just Arthur, the ticket inspector. I was a man who had just been shown the truest form of identification. So I ask you, as you go about your day, what picture do you carry in your heart? For in that image lies the one companion who will never leave your side.